Have you ever been in the middle of studying and suddenly encountered a question that made you scratch your head? Something like this?
So you are talking about problematic learning materials, right? Like as the question that make us think what problem are being experienced that make me have to deal with this kind of stuff?
Ha 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 ha. That's why many students experience with the Merdeka curriculum. While the goal is to provide more freedom in learning, sometimes we find ourselves confused by these problematic materials.
Don't worry, you are not alone. By sharing our experience together, we can find out solution. Let's develop deeper into students' perception of these problematic learning materials.
A few moments later.
According to data from the Ministry of Education and Culture, about 46% of schools in Indonesia have implemented problem-based learning in their curriculum. This shows that problem-based learning is increasingly accepted as an effective method. One study shows that students who engage in problem-based learning are more capable of critical and creative thinking compared to traditional learning method. There are many advantages of problem-based learning.
First, students learn to work in teams, they help each other and exchange ideas with stranger social skill. Second, problem-based learning allows students to relate listen to real life. For example, students can do a project on waste management in their community, which is not only educational but also beneficial to the environment.
In Jakarta, an elementary school did a project on urban farming. Students learn about how to grow vegetables on limited land and then practice it at school. This project not only teaches them about agriculture, but also about the importance of sustainability.
However, the implementation of problem-based learning is not without challenges. Some teachers still find it difficult to design projects that fit the curriculum. In addition, the lack of resources and support from the school is often an obstacle to implementing problem-based learning effectively. Problem-based learning has great potential to improve the education system in Indonesia. With the right support, we can help students become more innovative and ready to face future challenges.
Ever felt like you were cooking without a recipe? That's how some teachers feel when they are designing problem-based learning projects. What should I cook? What ingredients should I use? But despite the challenges, problem-based learning holds immense potential to improve our education system. Let's discuss further about the challenges or opportunities of problem-based learning.
In the modern era of education, innovative and effective learning approaches are needed to improve student learning outcomes. One of the increasingly popular approaches is problem-based learning, which are focused on developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills through contextualized learning experience. In the context of the Merdeka curriculum, which emphasizes more flexible and student-oriented learning. The use of the problem-based learning based teaching materials is very relevant.
While problem-based learning offers many benefits, such as increasing student motivation and active engagement in the learning process, there are still challenges in its implementation. Many educators do not fully understand how to integrate problem-based learning in their teaching. Now, how to select or design teaching material that are in line problem-based learning principles. This can affect student learning outcomes, which in turn impact on the achievement of curriculum goals.
Problem-based learning encourages students to actively engage in the learning process, develop critical thinking skill, and solve problems through hand-on experience. By using real scenarios, Students can apply the theories learned and understand the material in depth. In addition, problem-based learning also enhances collaboration between students, which is essential in the modern working world. Through this video, we have to show how problem-based learning can be applied in various educational contexts and help improve student motivation and learning outcomes.
To conduct this research, we conducted observation at one of the schools in the city of Bandung, namely is Senior High School 15 Bandung. Which is located on Street Sarimanis, number 1, Sarijadi, Bandung. To get the data, we distributed survey questionnaire to grade 11 students, and also conducted an interview with one of the teacher, where we finally interview the sociology teacher.
Alright guys, so here are the results of our interview with the sociology teacher regarding problem-based learning.
Kalau karena sosiologi mah kan apa ya berkaitan dengan masyarakat gitu ya, jadi otomatis ya untuk pembelajarannya pasti dengan suatu masalah yang ada di masyarakat gitu. Jadi ya sebelum kurikulum merdeka juga sebenarnya udah pakai problem based learning sih kalau sosiologi mah gitu. Jadi berarti bukan hal yang baru ya? Iya, bukan hal yang baru kalau misalkan untuk di sosiologi gitu ya, karena tadi kita kan menelitinya tentang masyarakat. Masyarakatnya lagi kenapa, lagi gimana, dan sebagainya, itu yang diteliti sama sosiologinya gitu.
This study show that the implementation of problem-based learning in sociology subject is highly relevant and support student understanding of real-world societal issue. This is based on the nature of sociology, which focuses on society as its object, making problem-based learning an effective method for sharpening student critical and analytical thinking skill.
Kalau buat di kelas ibu, apalagi untuk mata pelajaran sosiologi gitu ya, pelajaran problem based learning itu emang sangat amat dibutuhkan gitu, karena kalau di sosiologi itu kan ininya di masyarakat ya, objek untuk si penelitiannya gitu. Jadi kalau misalkan pakai metode gini yang problem based learning itu ya emang sangat amat membantu gitu. Jadi karena kalau di kelas cuman hanya teori ini kayak gini, terus si siswanya nggak tahu seperti apa gitu loh. Dia jadi kayak terjun langsung aja. Coba di sekitaran, setidaknya di lingkungan mereka lagi kenapa. Contohnya kan kayak misalkan sosiologi ada bahas kelas 11 itu tentang konflik sosial. Itu kan dia harus tahu dulu konflik yang seperti apa yang dia punya di masyarakat atau di rumah dan lain sebagainya gitu. Jadi nantinya di problem based learning itu untuk sosiologi mah bisa tahu, bisa menerapkan langsung. Oh ternyata masalah konfliknya kayak gini, kita harus kayak gini.
Through problem-based learning, students not only learn theoretical concepts but also apply their knowledge by observing and conducting direct research in their surroundings. Teachers often ask students to identify and analyze social problems or conflict within and outside the school environment. This approach enables students to understand how to solve real-world problems, not just theoretically but also practically.
Ya sebenarnya macam-macam ya respon anak-anak ya, ada yang excited banget gitu, oh karena misalkan dia istilahnya kayak meneliti dirinya sendiri gitu, karena ya sebagai pelakunya juga gitu kan ya. Tapi ada juga yang kayak susah bu, kayak gimana, harus kayak gimana, kan nggak terbiasa mungkin ya dulunya, atau misalkan sebelumnya atau di mata pelajaran yang lainnya tidak terbiasa gitu. Jadi untuk responnya mah ya beragam gitu anak-anaknya ya, ada yang enjoy aja, ada yang excited aja, ada yang ya gitu gimana anak-anak SMA lah, seperti anak-anak SMA gitu. Tapi alhamdulillah kalau yang tidak bisa, yang agak kurang juga responnya, tapi masih bisa mengikuti si pembelajarannya.
Student responses to this method vary. Some students feel very enthusiastic because they can relate the learning material to their personal experience as member of society. However, some students find it challenging and are less familiar to this method, as they have not encountered similar approaches in other subjects. Despite this, students who are less accustomed to problem-based learning are still able to follow the lesson.
Kalau di sosiologi ya, karena tadi ibu bilang kalau di sosiologi itu mereka harus merasakan apa yang memang ada di masyarakat gitu ya. Jadi dengan adanya masalah gitu ya, dengan adanya masalah itu emang bisa membantu. Penerapannya tuh kayak gini loh kalau di sosiologi, misalkan kayak ya tadi contohnya konflik aja gitu. Konflik kan pasti ada penanganannya. Untuk setiap konflik juga kan pasti berbeda penanganannya gitu. Jadi dengan ada nyatanya kayak gini tuh konflik tuh kayak gini gitu, lebih kebayang juga jadi anak-anak tuh tahu ternyata benar ya gitu kayak gini. Dan karena biasanya juga nggak semua sesuai dengan teori gitu. Kayak misalkan konflik pribadi atau enggak sama orang tua harus ngomong baik-baik, ngobrol, tapi kan kalau di kenyataannya kan pasti akan berbeda, entah itu nanti ada yang teriak lah, ada yang gimana di situ. Jadi anak-anak tuh tahu penerapannya kayak ternyata kayak gini gitu. Jadi emang kalau di sosiologi emang sangat amat membantu.
Teachers also face challenges in the implementing problem-based learning, particularly due to the varied responses from students. However, with the aid of teaching materials such as worksheets or written resources, students find it easier to grasp the material.
Kalau kesusahannya paling cara bagaimana menerapkannya sih nanti ke anak-anaknya tadi, karena responnya kan berbeda-beda ya. Jadi itu sih yang paling susah. Tapi kalau misalkan untuk merancang dan lain sebagainya, kalau dari ibu mah nggak terlalu kesulitan, karena kalau misalkan tadi balik lagi ibu, kalau sosial kan masalahnya banyak gitu ya, bisa jadi contohnya masalah ibu juga dijadiin contoh buat di ini gitu. Jadi kalau untuk perancangannya mah untuk misalkan mencari masalahnya harus kayak gimana dan bagaimana itu nggak terlalu sulit, cuman kayak mikirin nanti penerapan di setiap kelasnya harus seperti apa ya, karena kan setiap kelasnya itu pasti berbeda-beda gitu. Di kelasnya aja kan penerimaannya berbeda, apalagi ini yang berbeda-beda kelas, itu sih yang paling ngebuat sulit untuk penerapan ke anak-anak.
The result of problem-based learning implementation indicate a shift in student thought processes, especially in their perspective on social phenomena and problem solving. Students become more skilled in critically analyzing issues, finding solutions, and gaining a deeper understanding of sociological concepts.
This study demonstrates that learning using problem-based learning-based teaching materials is highly effective, both for students in understanding the materials and for teachers in delivering it. Based on interviews with students from Senior High School 15 in Bandung, the subjects that most frequently implement the problem-based learning models are science and mathematics. These subjects often integrate problem-based learning teaching materials because teachers present problems to students before introducing the main material. This approach encourages students to think critically in solving problems, making them more prepared to absorb the material being taught. However, problem-based learning is not limited to these two subjects. This model can be applied to various other subjects depending on the materials need and the teaching approach chosen by the teacher. A total of 90.6% of students state the problem-based learning-based teaching materials were very helpful to them. They reported numerous benefits such as memorable learning experience and improved critical thinking skills. Additionally, their academic performance also improved. Several factors contributing to the effectiveness of problem-based learning include 1. Engagement in the learning process. Students feel more interested and enthusiastic about learning because this method allows them to explore the material independently. 2. Increase confidence. Students become more confident in complementing tasks as they gain a solid understanding of the material through problem solving. 3. Active participation in class. Problem-based learning encourages students to actively participate in discussion and classroom activities. However, 9.4% of students found this method less suitable for them. These students prefer direct learning methods where teachers provide detailed explanation accompanied by visual example. They feel that the problem-solving process in problem-based learning does not align with their learning preference. Problem-based learning holds great potential in enhancing the quality of student learning, particularly in fostering critical thinking and active participation. However, flexibility in the implementation of this method is essential to accommodate various student learning preferences. Teachers can also combine problem-based learning with other teaching methods to address the needs of all students effectively.
Are you serious? To learn more about the wonders of problem-based learning, this research is just one of many studies that reveal the incredible potential of this learning method. Here I will share two more studies that will further convince you of the power of problem-based learning. The first study discussed how problem-based learning can enhance student skills in solving complex problems, like detective working on a mysterious case. Meanwhile, the second study show the problem-based learning can improve student academic performance.
The research conducted by Nur Cahyo et al. 2018 on the effort to improve students' learning outcomes in social studies through the problem-based learning model assisted by audiovisual in fourth grade elementary school students found that problem-based learning is an effective model for teaching thinking process. This learning approach helps students process information that is already in their minds and construct their own knowledge about the social world and their surroundings. Through problem-based learning, students are trained to build their own understanding and develop problem-solving skills.
This aligns with the research conducted by Alpianiwati 2019 on the impact of using the problem-based learning model on student learning outcome in social studies in 5th grade elementary school. The research showed that learning using the problem-based learning model has a positive influence on student academic achievement and learning outcomes.
The conclusion is implementation of problem-based learning in the subject of sociology has proven to be highly relevant and effective in enhancing student understanding of the world issue in society. With problem-based learning, students not only learn theory but also apply their knowledge through observation and direct research in their surroundings, allowing them to better understanding how to solve problems practically. Although student response vary from enthusiasm to difficulties, this method is capable of changing student mindset and improving their critical analysis skill regarding social phenomena.
Teachers also face challenges in implementing problem-based learning, but with the support of teaching materials, students feel more assisted in understanding the content. In conclusion, problem-based learning not only connects theory with real practice, but also increase student engagement and their ability to address social problems. To achieve optimal result, it is important to apply flexibility in this method and combine it with other learning approach to meet the needs of students and improve the overall quality of education.
Thank you for watching this video.
Hopefully what we have seen was useful and
can increase knowledge.
See you! Bye-bye!
Pose with the fans.
So, how is problem-based learning fun?